is flatfish. Flatfish are described by their bottom, dwelling nature, and laterally placed eyes. So flatfish are unique in that the skull is asymmetrical with both eyes in the same side of the head. So flatfish begin life like symmetrical fish with an eye on each side of the head. A few days after hatching, one eye begins to migrate and soon both eyes are close together on one side. So the example of flatfish is the halibut. Halibut is the largest of the flatfish. It is from the same order that includes other flatfish such as flounder, turbot, saltplace, and flop. It is a firm, meaty fish that is exceptionally lean, with a mild flavor that never tastes fishy. So it has a bright white flesh, and it's usually sold in thick fillets and steaks. It's one of the more expensive fish, retailing for $2.25 per pound or more. Hollywood most often comes in fillets, and they usually have the skin removed. But if they do have the skin, you should remove it so that before looking at it, it's more chewy. So the thing to bear in mind when cooking halibut is that it is an extremely lean fish, which means that it can dry out easily. So smoking halibut is not recommended. Second example is English sole. So English sole is available year-round but is most common on short trips during spring and summer. So it is not available necessarily. So English sole is a smaller fish, flatfish rather, and because it has smaller fillets, it can be a good value that also helps well in many preparations. The fish is more delicate in both taste and texture compared to Dover sole. The flesh should have a uniform color, not bruises, and any yellow or gray color indicates old age. English sole has a clean white color when cooked, and the distinct online smell the fish has is also diminished when cooked. The third example for flatfish is turbot. So turbot is widely recognized to be one of the finest fish in the sea. This flatfish grows to a large size with record specimens measuring a meter in diameter. So turbot is highly sought after flatfish known for its delicate flavor and firm, flaky texture. In this comprehensive guide, we'll
Go.
The fourth one is domestic Dover sole. So domestic Dover sole is a flatfish that is caught in Atlantic, and it is a staple of European cuisine. It is good source of protein and vitamin 1, B12, and has a mild, sweet flavor and firm texture. Here are some characteristics of Dover sole. First is the appearance, texture, color, and sustainability. For the appearance, Dover sole has a small head, both eyes on the right side of its head, and a small mouth. It has a grayish-brown underside and a white underside. And for the taste of Dover sole, it has a delicate, flaky, mild, and sweet taste. And for the sustainability in the U.S., Dover sole fishing is responsibly managed and sustainable. Lastly, the flounder. Flounder is a kind of flatfish that lives in salt water. It is caught by bottom trolling or static net rather. They are usually in abundance from the northeast Atlantic in the summer and autumn months. Flounder has a more aroma of pepper or wood. They have a musty, spicy depth of flavor which tends to come from the darker meat at the top of the fillet. segmented bodies with hard shells, while crustaceans possess harder shells like lobster, crab, and shrimp. So shellfish, in colloquial and fisheries usage, it is our skeleton bearing aquatic invertebrates used as food, including various species of mollusks, crustaceans, and lobster, crab, and shrimps. So that's all my report, and the next reporter will have further explanation more about shellfish.
Mamaya ang second reporter, continuation siya sa report ni Miss Restorio. So, first is mollusks. The third one is mollusks. Our shellfish. Shellfish characterized by soft unsegmented body with no internal skeleton. So, from the word internal, what siya ipan? Internal skeleton. So, ipan siya abot siya sa shell. So, three types of mollusks kay univalve, avalate, bones, then amphibian, nasa lungs, scallop, muscle, oysters, then cephalon, nasa squid, there's example of mollusks. So, ano siya labot? Then, what is siya part sa shell? So, ano siya part sa shell? So, crustaceans are shellfish that have harder skeletal shells than that of mollusks. Crustacean includes lobster, crab, shrimp. So, crustaceans na ulo, nasa iwan, lobster, crab, and shrimp. Crab, king crab, blue crab. So, blue crab, kanina na. Kaya, blue crab, spider crab. So, blue crab, spider crab, red crab. Then, ang lobster na siya main lobster, spiny lobster, river lobster, and langoustine. So, ano siya yung blue crab, spiny crab, and then, river lobster, and then spiny lobster.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am the next reporter. Selection of pinfish. When selecting pinfish, you can consider the freshness or frozen, and pure, publicly dead, or if fish root. Fresh and frozen fish processed in different forms, which is the whole fish, drawn fish, wrist fish, steaks, fillets, and fish steaks. So this is a whole fish. So whole fish should have a bright, shiny appearance, and the scale should be firmly attached. And the next one is drawn fish. Drawn fish with its internal organs removed, but it still need to be scaled. So let's proceed the next report.
To my report, so we have here grass fish. So it's a whole fish with scales, with tails, fins, and head moved. So grass fish are a fish with its organs, scales, head, tail, and fins removed, and it's ready to cook. We have here fillet. So fillet is the boneless side of the fish that lies from the backbone. So this is the fillet. So fish fillet, a boneless cut of fish that's cut away from the backbone along the line of the fish. Fillet are popular cuts because they cook faster than thicker cuts. So that's all. Let's proceed to the next point.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am the next reporter. The other side plate are the two sides of the fish cats lengthwise away from the backbone and cut together by the uncut flesh and skin of the whale. So, a thin fish that is ventilated is one bone removed, resulting in one fillet instead of two. So, head and one tail are usually left on to hold the fish together while cooking. Sticks are the cross-section slices cut from a large necked fish. A cross-section of backbone is generally included. A cross-sectional slice from a large breast fish with firm and material flesh. Fish sticks should be at least 1 inch thick. Proceed to the next reporter.
Determining of freshness of fish or aroma is one of the safest and easiest methods of determining whether or not the fish is fresh. Smelling fish is one of the safest and easiest ways to determine if it's fresh. When selecting whole fish, look for the skin that is bright and skinny and the eyes that bulge. Clear and bulging eyes are a good indicator of freshness, as well as bright red or pink gills. A stiff body is preferred when selecting a thin fish because it is an indication that it is still in rigor mortis. When selecting fish, a stiff body is a particularly important characteristic to look for because this is a good indication that the fish is still in rigor mortis. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm the next reporter. So, this is the contemplation of the tight scale of fish. Fish scales are tight when a fish is fresh and has shiny skin. Fish scales are the protective covering made of three layers. The scale structure and composition give them mechanical strength and toughness. And next is firm flesh fish. Firm flesh fish are fish that don't flake easily when cooked, making them ideal for dishes that require the fish to be fishy. For example, is tilapia and tuna.
So good afternoon, everyone. So this is just only contemplation. So sa determining freshness of fish. Next is views. So one lang sa views. So kung paano ta palita sa kahit paano ang mercado, palita sa mercado, dito ba? So determine Kanyali, kanang rate yung iyang one, yung nasa ay reviews para na ito kung fresh ba siya o dili. So kung luspad na kayo, hindi na siya fresh. Kanang pwede, free, open. Swelling. Swelling. Galing yun. Galing siya na kung isda, fresh hindi siya. Pero naman yung man, yung kanang bitaw sa iyan, bitaw nila kanang ako mag-isda kay dapon sa tiyan sa mana dara kay kwan nadaog na ilang kwan ba nadaog na sa tiyan bitaw nila so dito sa pwede mo kaon kay dili na fresh. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am the next reporter. So, signs of decay and the So, the sign of decay is eyes flatten and become concave. Also, the pupils then gray or creamy brown and the cornea becomes opaque and discolored. And also, the bright and red gills turn into a color brown. So, is this the example? As you can see, this is the example. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm the next reporter. So, canned fish. Canned common in the U.S., mainly tuna, and the Philippines, mainly shellfish. Canning preserve fish and prevents spoiled type. So, this is the continuation
the canned fish. So we have different types of cans. We have tuna, salmon, and sardines. Here are the picture fish. So we have tuna. Tuna has 6 or more pieces of tuna are canned and sold in the market. And salmon are canned fish often packed with bones, which increase the calcium content. And we have the known sardines in the Philippines. Sardines are always packed with their bones unless noted in the label. They are packed with tomato sauce or in oil. That's all.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm the next speaker. Cured fish is an old fish preservation method that uses salt or brine. Cured fish is like a way to keep fish fresh for a long time. It's an old trick that uses salt or unsalted water solution called brine to dry out the fish and keep it from spoiling. These are the examples of cured fish of 1A. So let's proceed. These are the two types of cured fish. Anchovies. These are the two types of cured fish. Anchovies to caviar. Anchovies, these are the tiny fish that are cured with salt, which makes them taste salty and a bit delicious. Caviar, these are very fancy kind of cured fish made from the eggs or sturgeon fish. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. So let's proceed to fabricate fish made from less popular fish, species, ground, shape, and processed to be consumer safe. So fabricated fish products are made using less popular fish species. These fish are mechanically deboned to extract 60 to 90% of the edible meat, which is then ground, seasoned, shaped, breaded, and frozen for consumers. So the process of breaking down a whole fish into a smaller portion for cooking first is you need to sanitize. Before and after processing, make sure to sanitize the area. Second is scale and gut. If needed, scale and gut the fish. Next is trim fins. Use kitchen shears to trim the fish. Next is remove the head. Cut through the fillet behind the gills and to the spine to remove the head. Repeat on the other side, then twist or cut off the head. Next is fillet or cross cut. You can either fillet the fish or cross cut into sticks. Next is remove fin bones. Use the needle nose plier to remove fin bones from the fillet. Next is trim excess fat and skin. If desired, trim excess fat and skin the fillet. Next is remove bloodline. Remove the bloodline which can taste unpleasant. Next is rinse. Rinse in a mild salt water solution. And lastly is portion. Portion as desired. And that's all.
I am Alex, a worker of fish roll. Fish egg usually from females during the calving season. Freshwater roll is open, blended, and fried. Fish roll is rich in nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acid, protein, vitamin B12, and selenium, making it a highly nutritious food. And that's all my report. And let's proceed to the next reporter.
So, good afternoon, ma'am. And I am the next reporter. And my topic is all about the selection of shellfish. Selection of shellfish, in order to purchase shellfish, is faced with a number of different forms from which to choose. But the first decision they are to make is whether to buy them alive or processed. So, purchasing live shellfish. Shellfish are highly preferable, and to maintain the quality,
It must be kept alive until they are to be cooked, or sometimes into raw like oysters. So, purchasing live shellfish can be classified into the following. The first is the oyster. Oyster can be brought live in a shell or shop and then chilled, frozen, or canned. Second is the clams. Clams can be boiled in a similar form as oysters. Third is scallops. Scallops is a sweet tasting mollusk.
Oh.
So the next one is mollusk should be scrubbed to be free or barnacles, but the black thread called the bird that is used to attach the shell should be not pulled until it is ready to cook. Pulling it heals the muscles. Also, the lobsters. Lobsters are the largest crustaceans. Most of the chef prefer to cook the female lobster where it has final flavor. The majority of the meat in the lobster is found in the tail. The next one is shrimp. Shrimp are sometimes sold in the market, headless, cooked either with or without shell. Which shrimps are both with shells, it should be peeled and dried. And the next one is crab. Crab meals are mostly found on the claws and on the legs. The top for commercially harvested crabs are discussed earlier. So the last one is crayfish. Crayfish is a small crustacean